It's time to Metroid.
I love Metroid.
It's Metroid o'clock.
I've been waiting years for a new Metroid game.
Oh, just don't, I can't even.
I'm so excited right now.
I can't even play along with you on this.
It's been like, what, 5 years since the last Metroid game?
It's been like 20 years since the last great Metroid game. What? No, this is... This is Metroid Prime Federation Force for the 3DS.
So they did put the Prime name on it.
Yeah, it's $40. It's kind of two games in one.
$40.
Yeah.
$40.
$40.
Okay.
$39.99.
Okay.
United States D's.
My expectations are adjusted appropriately.
Okay, and this is, it's kind of two games in one. They showed a bit of this at E3. It's got a campaign. It's also got the Blast Ball, which is like slow Rocket League. All right, let's go to the campaign here.
Wait, back up. Do that again. Ooh. Okay, I like that animation.
Yeah, I like that the little person here is, moving a hand up and down as I go up and down. I think that's also kind of a nice touch. So I've played like maybe an hour of this, 45 minutes, something like that, and
I heard things. Mostly from you.
So I'm pretty early on
about this game.
I feel like I'm not alone in my assessment of it, but we'll look for an online game here. Oh, we actually found one.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Okay.
But right before we did this, there was nothing.
Now there's one.
So this is a regular Nintendo 3DS and not a new Nintendo 3DS that we're playing on, and as a result, we only have one control scheme available to us. If you have a Circle Pad Pro, it works with that also.
Okay.
Wait, can I not? How do I? Oh, I haven't unlocked. Oh, okay, I see. I only have one spot.
So you're basically equipping perks before a mission?
Yeah. Increase damage to missiles by 20%. Sure, why not?
Sounds good. Look at you. You're a Metroid.
That's me.
Mr. Metroid.
Mr. Metroid. I'm using a skin you get for using a non-Metroid amiibo. Which is just an X-ray skin, and anyway. So this looks like it's gonna be the first mission again. This is the first time I've played with other people. It's kind of a slow-paced first-person shooter. If you have a right stick on your 3DS, because you have a new Nintendo 3DS or a Circle Pad Pro, you can use that and kind of control it more like a standard first-person shooter. You have a move stick and a look stick and stuff like that. Without that, we've got like a lock-on and gyro aiming, which is not great.
If you could say it. I don't mind. Who are the Federation Force?
I don't know.
Just these guys in suits?
Yeah, I guess.
These wannabe knockoff Samus Arans?
Well, I don't know. These seem like these are mech suits. These aren't like, hey, you're wearing bounty hunter.
Well, what is her suit?
ZB's armor. I don't know. She's not a mech.
Well, no, but
she's a lady wearing armor. Whereas in this, you are like that little person from the main menu, but inside a big, sort of thing here.
So this is what, powered armor?
I guess. Yeah.
Is that where we're going?
We'll take a repair capsule and missiles. How about? And then we'll ready up.
This game a grind? Like, is it intended to be played over and over?
It seems like it, because you're getting more stuff and getting more of these mod chips that you can equip and stuff. And mod chips are great because they bypass the region lockout on your mech suit.
Yes, of course.
Don't have to use the swap trick to get in anymore. But see, this is clearly not just you're not a Samus in this, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we're stomping around.
Yeah, okay.
In a suit,
That's fair.
or not in a suit. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. We're thudding around because this thing is
stomping.
Heavy. Okay. Oh, well, we could have
get on the laser zip line.
Yeah. So if I hold down the lock on, then I can strafe around a little bit here. And well, let's just. What?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. Uh-oh. a switch of some kind.
I bet you have to go there.
Yeah. Okay, that looks like... This person looks like they're heading off in the direction of hitting the switch. I wonder if we all need to go. Probably not. So there's a bit of a zip line across... let me see if I can... Yeah. There's a zip line that'll lead over there, and then you can get inside and hit that switch, and that'll open this door.
Hey, that's how you open doors in the Metroid.
Uh-huh. So when locked on, I can, tap a button to do kind of a dashing strafe. I can hold down the button for a more powerful shot. Also pick up these sub-weapons, these missiles and stuff like that. All right, they hit that switch, and now I think this door is only open for a limited amount of time, so we probably need to get back and...
Can you turn into a ball?
No.
Can you screw attack?
No, it's not really. I mean, I'm a mech suit.
Yeah.
You know, there may be additional abilities and stuff that you get later on that I just can't do yet.
Stand on those.
Certainly possible.
Oh, get over here, dude. If this guy doesn't come stand on this pad, it's gonna go bad.
Over.
It's gonna go bad. Step on the pad, dude.
Well, he's through the door. I think the only thing that'll happen is that the door will shut. All right, congratulations. We stepped on the stuff.
Any idea who made this?
Next Level Games, I think.
Okay. Oh, the Punch-Out people?
I think they may have done this. I'm not positive.
Interesting. Punch-Out was a good game.
Yeah.
Did they just make the one?
Yeah, I guess so. They didn't make another one of those.
This thing is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from.
Yeah, it's it just, I don't know. My understanding is that there are some appearances by Metroid's own Samus in here, but it's kind of not. I don't know. It's like the Metroid aspects of this thing seem really tacked on.
Like, hopefully you fight Metroid's own Metroids at some point.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
But she would need an ice beam for that, right?
Yeah. So when we're locked on, we can hit the gyro stuff here and then get like some kind of fine aim if we need to lead a target.
Yeah.
Another thing that's better if you just have a right stick.
Yeah.
Without a right stick, I think this game controls really poorly. Some people may be into it, but I think this gyro stuff is really a rotten way to play this game. Not that I think it's some amazing work when you do have a right stick, but there you go. There we go. I think we're gonna get this door open.
Hey, look at that. How convenient that you only needed 3 people to step on 3 switches, even though there were 4 switches.
It's great that the 4th switch was just non-operational and counted as being pushed at all times, because without that, who knows how it would have gone. Yeah, I see you have a few logs here to look at. Like I said, kinda. That must be the source of the readings.
Kill the nest.
So we'll do way more damage if we hit it on these open spots here, I think. Or maybe that's the only way you do... Yeah, I think that's the only way you do any damage. Now I've got my missiles here. Oh, well, that's a healing tank. Really.
Oh, there you go. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just it's so lifeless.
I wasn't going to say it, but...
It's just so slow.
Yeah, it seems very slow.
It just feels like molasses when you're moving around, you know? You can kind of... You know, you do that sidestep dash and that sort of stuff. You can jump, but it's just... The dash stuff doesn't really help.
Shooters on handhelds, I've never been sold on them. I can't think of a single first-person shooter.
Coated Arms. No, I don't know. Yeah, I
really did it for me.
There's probably one really obvious one we're missing, but yeah, you're right.
Even on the Vita with 2 analog sticks, nothing comes to mind as like being some standout.
Well, I feel like on the Vita you got a lot of you got games that were ports of console games and stuff that were just like, okay, well, great, you put Borderlands on a Vita. That's not something anyone actually wants to play there, though.
It's kind of impressive that you did it.
Yeah.
At all.
All right, we're moving to Extract, and we're just going to get right out of here, and everything will be fine, I'm sure.
So that was the mission?
I mean, here's our dropship, so obviously everything is complete. Oh, God.
I see where you were going with that. That makes sense.
That fight, when I played alone, took a lot longer. So one of the mods that you get is one for when you're playing alone, it makes you do double damage and take half damage.
That's hilarious to me.
Which is like, apparently that's how they decided to balance the game to play alone, which is insane.
But it's...
but also, that's only a ×2, not a ×4.
Yeah.
So if the game's balanced for 4 people, that's not enough.
Also kind of unfortunate that you have to burn one of your mod slots on that.
Yeah, right.
And not something more interesting. Like, couldn't they have just seamlessly done that balancing work and change those numbers in the background?
I mean, I don't make video games, so I can't tell you yes or no, but...
Yeah. I think that thing is dead. You did it.
This went so much faster with other people than it did when I did... we cleared this mission in probably a third of the time it took me, if not more.
Wow. You are
just because I'm sitting there just shooting, and it's just chipping this damage away, and it's just like, God, come on. So maybe one of these characters is like leveled up real far. Maybe you get more damaging stuff over time. I'm not exactly sure.
Any way to inspect what they got? Probably not.
Yeah. And then we attach to our extraction ring, and we go. Hooray! We Metroided.
What the hell? You ascended to heaven.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a shooting gallery and a tutorial to kind of get you up to speed on how this stuff is supposed to be played. And yeah, you know, it's just
what you see
really
is what you get.
Flat. Really just a lifeless feeling game. I don't like the way that this thing moves. I don't especially like the way it looks.
Yeah. 3DS getting pretty long in the tooth at this point.
I guess so, but you know, like there's still some good-looking 3DS games.
Sure.
Highest scoring player gets to choose first. Auto revive, assault drones, personal weight capacity by 3. What? Well,
he took that one.
Yeah,
so.
I guess I'll vote for this one. My turn to select a mod. I'll get that one because it's the only one left, which is good because it's the one I wanted. Hooray! Everybody wins.
Now you can play a lot more Federation Force.
No, that's okay. So it seems like you can only match into missions that you have unlocked. Head to the Bermuda system.
You might never come back from there.
All right, so let's we'll bop out of this and I'll show you the blast ball stuff.
Everybody loves team sports.
Yeah, it's very hot right now.
Metroid fans and team sports. It's like,
I wonder if this thing was not a Metroid game at some point, and if that stuff got slapped in. Because
I feel like I saw that.
It really doesn't.
Going around.
I still don't feel like it really captures the feel of, and you know, I'm not an expert on the feel of Metroid Prime, honestly, but it just doesn't. This doesn't read as Metroid at all.
Yeah, like whether the feel is there or not, like this is not the same type of game at all.
And you know that's fine. Not every game needs to be the same, but like at some point, like I wonder if this was just called like I guess Federation Force is something that exists in the Metroid
Kinda.
lore, so.
Although I feel like every retroactive attempt to bolt fiction onto the Metroid franchise is just like bizarre.
Yeah.
It always comes off as kind of forced to me.
I think you're probably right. Let's just try solo play here. A 5-match challenge. No, that's okay.
Rating will go up if you win.
So this takes that same gameplay and applies it to soccer, where you shoot the ball to make it move. And there are some power-ups and some other things around that.
Yeah, that's a big old suit, isn't it?
Yeah. So you see, it's, you know.
Yep. You almost got it.
We've got our arena.
Oh! Whoa!
Yeah, it doesn't. This is, since we're just in practice mode, it just kind of stays out there.
Gotcha.
All right, here we are, 3-on-3 blast ball.
It seemed like this was the mode at, I guess it wasn't this year's E3, but last year?
I think so.
That incited so much ire.
I think it was the whole thing, honestly. I
guess so, but this in particular, I think, when people were like, what? You turned Metroid into a fucking sport?
Ah! Nope, that didn't work out.
Well, that's, yeah. It seemed like you have much mobility.
Yeah, you're still this slow, dumbass mech thing.
Good job, bots.
Way to go, bots. So now our goal becomes a little smaller.
Oh.
Oh, also you take damage if the ball hits you.
Huh. Oh. Yeah, like situations like this in particular, it seems really hard to get behind the ball if it's barreling toward your goal.
Yeah. So they got ejected from their suits. So we should be able to score here. Oh god.
Why did that happen?
Bots. I don't know. I didn't take charge and do it myself. Oh, why did they get ejected?
Why'd they get ejected?
There are power-ups and stuff on the field.
Okay.
I assume that's.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Now we've been ejected from our suits.
Well.
It's like Excite Bike over here. All right.
These bots are pretty good.
Well, I'm not great at it either, but
I wonder how long until the next game with the Metroid name on it.
yeah.
Like, was Other M the last one?
I guess so. Right?
Man, and that was actually 5 years ago, wasn't it? Wasn't that 2011?
I guess so. That was a Wii game, right?
Yeah. I largely date games in my mind based on which office we were in when they came out. And we were in the old office. When I reviewed that game. Yeah, I don't know, like, what else do they do with Metroid? Like, it seems pretty clear at this point that they don't, like, Metroid games don't move the numbers that Nintendo wants.
Well, also they you know, you could look at that both ways, right? I mean, they also haven't made a classic Metroid game in forever.
I mean, Other M had elements of that, but,
Right.
but yeah, obviously,
It was kind of its own thing.
yeah, not exactly that kind of game.
Yeah. So you played 3, you know, there are power-ups and that sort of stuff. This seems like, you know, if you've never played Rocket League before and don't own anything that plays Rocket League, I could see a world in which you locally play this with people and don't hate it,
Yeah,
but it seems like a stretch.
yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, there are obviously more missions to the campaign, but I
I mean, I've got the gist. if you're wondering.
Yeah.
I understand.
You know,
now.
so it's entirely possible that the later missions in this thing are better.
Yeah.
But I feel like this thing is like such a negative first impression.
Yeah.
Like removed entirely from like, oh, this isn't the Metroid game I want or whatever. Like I understand why some people are kind of taking that approach, but I just feel like on its own merits, having played this now for some like chunk of time, this is not a game I want to continue playing at all.
Enough said.
It's in either mode. It just doesn't feel good. The movement feels bad, and that permeates the whole thing. Like I don't want to do this. So
fair enough.
So that's kind of where I come out. You know, if you've got, like I said though, if you've got Metroid amiibos, there's some paint jobs that you could theoretically unlock.
Let me see.
I don't have. I only have this X-ray one, which is the one you get if you have an amiibo that the game does not support.
Just any other amiibo.
Yeah. But by default, you look like that.
Also, no previews or anything?
Nope.
They at least tell you which amiibo you need for each of these?
I assume it's Metroid-y amiibos, like Zero Suit Samus or something like that.
Are there even that many?
Well, so some of these you unlock for playing the game.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just amiibo stuff.
What happens if you hit Y?
For this thing, it's probably going to say, hey, you need to,
Oh, it just tells you.
Like,
here's how amiibos work.
Well, it's because this doesn't, the new one has the amiibo stuff built in. For this, you have to get the little add-on platform thing, which no, I can't imagine anyone got that. But
once upon a time, I hoped we would get a new capture kit with the new 3DS on it.
You know, the number of games that actually utilize the right stick and take advantage of that stuff seems so small.
Or the graphics hardware, for that matter. Like, none of that stuff.
Doesn't sort of seem like it's, it's that widespread.
I think that ship sailed.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway, that's, so that's Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Right.
I can't recommend it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know.
I felt like...
It says Metroid on the box.
Yes,
like, I want to know.
I was going to say, perhaps this is the wrong attitude, but it says Metroid on it, so we have to look at it.
Well, I mean, whatever. I wanted to see it, you know, but based on some of the stuff they had shown and just like, you know, what are they doing with Metroid? And the answer is like, this weird thing.
Not much.
This weird thing that I don't know that you could take this game, if this game goes on to not sell, you couldn't damn the Metroid franchise because this doesn't seem like a thing that...
We can't. Nintendo might.
Well, Nintendo might, who knows what they'll do. But, this thing, just doesn't even have the alternate control scheme listed until you have that right stick hooked up, so...
Maybe they're saving all the good Metroid stuff for NX.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
They're going to launch with a gigantic 1,000-hour Metroid game. It's a 2D side-scrolling Metroid game that you're going to play, but then halfway through it translates into a first-person shooter, and then you play through the whole thing again in first-person. Trust me, it's going to be awesome.
It's got all these different planets in it.
And they rolled in all the cool stuff from Kid Icarus, so you can turn into an eggplant and you have a credit card.
Equip the credit card.
Yeah.
Fight Metroid.
It's going to be badass, you guys. Trust me.
Great. Can't wait till next year.
So this is out, and like I said, it's entirely possible that this maybe gets great later on. I don't think that's the case,
and you'll probably never
everything
find out.
I have played of it is so off-putting that I will never know firsthand.
All right.
Thanks, Brad.
Now we know.
Now we know.